I recently completed the entire campaign of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 all over again just to find every single piece of intel, as well as unlock the high IQ achievement. So in this video, I'm going to show you every single location for intel mission by mission so you can do the same.
Damn it!
At the beginning of the mission Pyrrhic Victory, whenever the MPLA starts their mortar attack and they start charging at you, Hudson, and Savimbi's team are going to press forward until you reach this part here that says Access. And whenever you do, make your way towards it, and when you get done getting inside of it, if you have the Access perk, come around to the right side and find your first piece of intel. After helping Savimbi and his team push back the attack of the MPLA, they're going to give you the location of woods to be on this barge. Whenever you and Hudson crash land, on the barge, there are going to be two separate ladders that you can climb up on. Climb up on one of them and make your way to this side, and around this corner will be your second piece of intel. After Mason's interaction with Menendez in the village, you're going to be chased towards the river. At this point where you have to stop again and fight off some of the oncoming enemies, you want to come to this right side and climb up these stairs and grab your third piece of intel.
Well, we got him, Mason.
Can't kill me.
In the beginning of the mission Celerium, after you and your team just got done wing gliding into the map, you're going to come to this access point here, accessing this drone and hacking it. Whenever you get done, take a 180 and immediately go into this room here where you'll find your first piece of intel sitting on this table. You can find your second piece of intel whenever you and your team have made it into this section of the map where you get jump scared basically and get attacked by ASDs and other enemies. Once everyone and everything has been cleared out and you make it into this room, take a left, take another left into the smaller room, and you'll find your second piece of intel on this desk. After speaking with the scientist about Celerium and Karma, and after Eric, the scientist, gets murked, and after surviving another surprise attack from the enemy, you'll make your way into this room here. Once you clear out the last of the enemy forces in this section of the map, go straight ahead, and sitting on this desk will be your third and final piece of intel.
Mission! Come on, brother!
Bring us alongside the town!
At the beginning of Old Wounds, whenever you, Hudson, and Woods meet up with the leader of the Mujahideen to discuss battle plans, after the Soviets begin to attack and everyone runs out of the room, go to your right by Hudson, and here will be your first piece of intel. For your second piece of intel, it can be found after you are asked to defend the weapons and ammo cache for the Mujahideen. After you get done defending it, make your way over here to this other side and you'll see this giant cave opening. And when you get there, you don't have to go all the way in, as your second piece of intel can be found here just leaning up against the wall and this rock. Your third and final piece of intel for the mission Old Wounds can be found here after you hear Hudson say there's something that you need to see. But before you go and interact with your team and begin the last strike of the Russians, you want to come to this giant rock spire and this flag, and here on the ground will be your piece of intel. For your first piece of intel on the mission Time and Fate, it can only be found once you play as Menendez when you are set free by Noriega and you go on your murderous rampage. As soon as you reach the stalls without getting run over by the horses, you want to make your way all the way to the back, and whenever you get there after killing a few enemies, you're going to see this wagon. And after taking out the last few bad guys in this area, make your way to the back of the wagon, and when you do, sitting there will be your first piece of intel. Once you are playing as Mason once again, whenever you and your team assault the Menendez estate, after you get done clearing out all the enemies, turn around and come to this bell tower here in the courtyard and make your way up this ladder. And whenever you do go up this ladder, you'll be on the second floor, of course, which there will be another ladder. You're going to make your way up to the third floor, and whenever you do, sitting on this box will be your second piece of intel. Whenever you and Woods assault the Coke lab, and after getting high as come to this corner of the room where you'll find this doorway. You want to make your way inside, and whenever you do, sitting on this bench will be your third and final piece of intel. And after finding your third piece of intel, if you follow Woods around into this room here that's on fire, you want to make your way around the corner, and sitting on this desk will be this hidden CIA document that adds to the story in a later mission.
Your GCM must be stuck!
They're closing in!
There! I'm stuck!
Right at the start of the mission Fallen Angel, whenever you are having trouble getting the claw unit started, Once they are activated and you take out the enemies that are about to walk in, as soon as you're able to move, you want to get up and go to your right, and sitting on the shelf will be your first piece of intel. After splitting off with Salazar and the claw machines, you need to follow Harper until you get to this section here. When completing the quick time event, narrowly avoiding getting crushed by the bus, you and Harper will end up in this position here.
Still got my balls. How about you?
When you and Harper realize both your boys are still intact, go forward and to your right into this dark alleyway, and on the ground will be your second piece of intel. After following Harper around, avoiding this drone and its spotlight, you're going to end up here by this destroyed building, so follow Harper inside. And whenever you do make your way in, Harper will go to the right. You need to go straight ahead where this roof just collapsed, and there on the ground you'll find your third and final piece of intel.
Deck 7. Maintain current heading. Looks good.
Copy that. Icarus 9 beginning descent.
After stepping out of the plane, passing through security, and making your way into this elevator here, to find your first piece of intel, you need to use Ziggy, the little spider drone, to capture a retina scan of the security guard's eye. That way you can make your way into the server room to find Karma. But before you interact with the server, come to this desk and pick up your first piece of intel. After fighting some enemies in the server room, you need to look for Chloe out on the dance floor with Harper. After she gives herself up to DeFalco when he starts killing civilians, you want to make your way into the mall section chasing after DeFalco. Head into this Dio store, and here on the shelf you'll find your second piece of intel. After you and Salazar move this giant sliding door to help the civilians that are trapped, you want to run underneath these two golden arches and make a right. Keep hugging the right of this area of the map, just like I do. Run past these people here, go past these stores, and from here you're going to make a left, hugging the side of the pool area. Go to your right. Keep going to your right here. Keep going to the right as you get closer to DeFalco's little marker, and when you reach this little booth here, you'll find your third and final piece of intel.
There was a CIA memo in Menendez's compound.
There's something else going on here, Woods.
In the mission Suffer With Me, whenever you and Mason drop through the light on the roof, you'll land on this railing here. Keep following Mason until you reach this room here on the right that has stairs going down, and on this shelf to your left, you'll find your first piece of intel. Progressing, Noriega will eventually say there is a church to the north of our checkpoint, and when we get to the church, there's going to be this building that has 2 stories and a hole in the wall. You want to go ahead and make your way inside, and whenever you do, on the shelf, you'll find your second piece of intel. After this brief cutscene between David Mason and Older Woods, you'll be brought back to the past, into this section of the map when you're running with Mason and Noriega. Go through this doorway, and sitting here on this table, you'll find your third and final piece of intel.
Cordis Die!
After Menendez tells you that he's going to meet you at the Citadel and he's done with his speech, hop down and follow the right side of the wall here and make your way inside this little door, go up the stairs, and you'll find your first piece of intel laying on the ground. Once you're playing as David Mason, whenever you make your way into this section of the map where they call it the kill zone, come into this doorway to your left, and behind these crates you'll find your second piece of intel. When you reach this point, they'll eventually tell you that your drones are being retasked to eliminate enemy drones, and you see this house to your right. Once you kill the enemies around you, make your way to the back and go up this ladder. And when you get to the top, you'll find your third and final piece of intel sitting next to this water tank.
Finished.
Yeah, go ahead, Admiral Briggs.
In the campaign mission Odysseus, whenever the attacks begin on the USS Obama, when you make your way up to the top to restart the server, before you interact with a terminal that says use, go straight ahead to this table here and you'll find your first piece of intel. Once you get to Admiral Briggs after he's been shot by Menendez and Harper meets you in there and learns of Salazar's betrayal, he'll immediately turn around and lead you to this area down these stairs and down into this room here. Once you make it into this room, immediately go right and go up these stairs and your second intel will be on this table. Once you make it to the flight deck at the end of the mission and you watch Menendez fly off in the plane, You want to come to this section where there's 2 VTOLs, and right before you get in the VTOL to abandon ship, come to this one over here and pick up your third and final intel.
PD reports surface streets are compromised. Hundreds of heavily armed mercenaries have struck LA simultaneously.
In the mission Cordis Die, whenever you rappel down off the freeway, you want to go straight and head to this white car that's destroyed on the left, and you'll find your first piece of intel laying on the ground. After surviving being crashed into by the semi, you want to come to this hotel on your left, and inside you'll find your second piece of intel on the receptionist desk. Go ahead and make your way into this area here called Shops at the Plaza. Go ahead and go inside and fight your way up the stairs, killing all the enemies in front of you. And right here on your right, at Wes's favorite t-shirt stand, you'll find your third and final intel on the bottom shelf.
Wings deployed.
Control your descent!
After making your descent in your flight suit and landing on the ground and fighting your way up to this location here at Building 27, make your way inside and go up the set of stairs to the second floor, and whenever you do, your first piece of intel will be on this desk there. Fighting your way through the compound, when you make your way into this room here with all the TV screens and all the computers, heading down the left side and into this third row here, at the end, you'll find your second piece of intel lying on the desk.
My console crashed. What do you got? Can you get in?
Holy shit. Raul Menendez is transmitting a live webcast.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
The third and final piece of intel for Judgment Day can be found once you make your way into this room with the blue pylons. Find your first set of stairs going down to the bottom level in the same room. Make your way over here to these crates and you'll find your third and final piece of intel. And that is every single piece of intel in every mission in the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 campaign to unlock the high IQ achievement. I thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.